What if I told you this year's Wimbledon barely felt like tennis at all? One moment, the crowd was whisper quiet, waiting for the umpire's call. And the next, they were gasping because the most talked about royal family on earth had just climbed the royal box steps in storybook formation. Prince William led, crisp navy jacket catching the flashbulbs. Prince George matched him stride for stride. Little Charlotte did a twirl in perfect white. And then, like a curtain-lifting Princess Kate appeared, triumphant in cobalt blue, glowing with the confidence of someone who'd stared down a private storm and decided sunshine suited her better. Cameras couldn't decide where to land first, on the brilliant color, on William's double-breasted sharpness, or on the rare sight of 4 coordinated royals turning center court into their own front row runway. Viewers doubled back on live streams, just to watch them sit down. Before anyone could recover, a ripple of boho rebellion slipped through the ivy walkways. Sienna Miller, vintage sunglasses tipped at a playful angle, wore a gold-flecked crochet crop that might have belonged at Glastonbury, balanced over a white skirt that swished like summer wind. Her partner, Ollie Green, trailed behind in an intentionally relaxed navy suit no tie. Just smir came suddenly, the strict Wimbledon palate cracked open. Half the crowd cheered the free-spirited vibe. Half shook their heads in mock scandal, insisting tradition demanded linen and lace. Sienna only laughed. The debate spiked social numbers higher than a final set rally. And somewhere in the media tents, editors swapped headlines. Boho beats Blazers, has Wimbledon changed forever? The day had only just started warming up. A whistle of wide brim. Drama swept in. Next, Nicole Kidman glided past the steward in a white power suit, so impeccably cut it looked sculpted rather than stitched. She topped it with a hat wide enough to shade half the front row, lowered her chin, and carried on as if paparazzi flashes were gentle spring rain. 2 seats away, Keira Knightley answered with understated cream tailoring and a single strand of pearls that caught the sun and tossed it right back. They didn't speak, yet everyone could feel the silent duel. Cool-toned minimalism versus Ice Queen grandeur. Then Anna Wintour arrived in her signature floral maxi, sunglasses fixed as if welded, necklace glinting like a tennis trophy. 3. Fashion legends side by side, and the grass suddenly looked a brighter shade of green. Simply for reflecting them? But if those power whites felt like the iceberg's tip, Cate Blanchett provided its chilly heart. She stepped out in an icy plaid suit, paneled to perfection, and slid on midnight black shades that turned a polite glance into a commanding stare. Rumor has it, she negotiated to future film deals during changeovers. No need for an office when you own a royal box row. And just when the murmurs settled, Jodie Foster broke the formality with a horse print shirt dress that felt like whispered humor on fine stationery. In the swirl of couture seriousness, it landed like a wink between friends. Yet Wimbledon magic is often powered by duos. And the day rolled out a carousel of couples who seemed determined to out-coordinate the players' white uniforms. Olivia Rodrigo paired a retro red gingham dress with Louis Partridge's striped tie and navy blazer straight out of a postcard from a parallel 1960s where indie rockers rule the monarchy. Priyanka Chopra followed, gleaming in grayscale white, that cinched at the waist and swept out just enough to kiss her ankles. Nick Jonas answered in navy and cream, the kind of preppy polish that makes even seasoned fashion editors exhale. Not to be eclipsed, Andrew Garfield draped a sweater over his shoulders in Riviera nonchalance, while Monica Barbaro floated next to him in gauzy white. 3 couples, 3 completely different love languages told in fabric, and fit fans started picking sides like it was a final. Accessories, however, staged the sneakiest coup. From a distance, the stands glittered with designer aviators' katais slicing sunlight, round lenses reflecting scoreboard numbers, gold arms flashing like secret handshakes. Dior, Celine, and Tom Ford danced across Instagram stories. Even The watches got their moment. Leonardo DiCaprio checked a vintage GMT. Chris Hemsworth casually tapped a hulking Royal Oak. And Nicole Kidman clapped match point with a slim Omega twinkling under her jacket cuff. Luxury houses couldn't have planned a better ad if they'd choreographed every clap. Then came the surprise softness. Jessica Alba, longtime queen of effortless cool, floated in wearing breezy blue florals, white sneakers laced loosely no hint of the red carpet's chokehold glamour. At her side, daughter Honor twirled in complimentary prints, flats shining cherry red. TikTok lit with side-by-side clips captioned "Mother or Sister? You decide." Not long after, Twiggy icon of 1960s Londoner arrived in a powder blue suit, crisp white brogues, and a grin that said trends come and go, but personal style ages like fine wine. Lily Collins dropped a sunflower yellow embroidered midi that looked dipped in July sunshine, complete with golden flats that practically winked with each step. With every new arrival, the scoreboard of style kept ticking. Lace, though, threatened to run away with the crown. Princess Beatrice's striped shirt dress showcased floral applique creeping across the bodice like ivy reclaiming stone. Apatow leaned Victorian with tiered white lace that fluttered at the sleeves and hem, giving soft garden party energy. Rebel Wilson. She obliterated subtlety, altogether candy pink lace hugged every curve, peek-through cutouts daring the dress. Code to blink first. Commentators couldn't decide if it was romantic or rebellious, but they agreed on one thing. Lace had never felt so alive on center court. Just when it seemed no further legend could possibly appear, David Beckham arrived. Cream double-breasted. Suit, blue shirt open exactly the right amount. Chocolate brown tie knotted perfectly, not too loose, not too stiff. Tattoos peeked under crisp cuffs, a subtle reminder that elegance can share space with edge. Some eagle-eyed spectator noticed a small bandage on his wrist, rumors of a minor training mishap, but the detail only fueled online chatter. Beckham waved, the crowd roared, and photographers caught the moment like a championship volley. For many viewers at home, that single wave was the unofficial closing ceremony of Wimbledon fashion. Hours later, long after match point fireworks and closing speeches, spectators filed out still buzzing about outfits, not forehands. Royal resilience, boho risk-taking Ice Queen power suits, and lace rebellions had turned 2 weeks of tennis into a masterclass on how clothing tells louder stories than commentary boxes ever could. If style is a match of nerve and nuance, then every sunglass tilt, every pearl clasp, every rebellious crochet stitch was a shot fired, and audiences couldn't get enough. So ask yourself this: did Wimbledon just host the most prestigious tennis championship on the planet tour? Did we all attend a surprise couture week that happened to feature a little sport on the side? One thing's certain: by the time next summer's tournament rolls around, center court won't just be measured in aces and sets. It'll be measured in color splashes, daring cuts, and that electric hush you only hear when thousands realize they're witnessing fashion history between serves. Keep that thought in your back pocket, because the style season has barely begun, and the next jaw drop might already be boarding its private jet.